In the quiet corner of an unlit room, a heart sits, folded like an old letter. No one reads its trembling lines. No one hears the ink crying. The walls know its secrets. The shadows keep its confessions. Every breath is a burden. Every silence is a scream. It smiles when the world is watching, but bleeds when the lights go out. It has learned the art of pretending, the painful skill of looking strong. Inside, storms never rest. Inside, night never ends. It speaks in broken dreams, in half-finished prayers, in sighs that vanish into the dark. It trusts no one with its wounds, because even hope once betrayed it. This heart remembers too much, and forgets how to be happy. It carries names like scars, and memories like chains. Each heartbeat is an echo of loss. Each pause a reminder of what is gone. It loved deeply and blindly, gave everything without fear. Now it guards even its tears, as if tears are too precious to waste. It has seen promises die, and watched forever walk away. The nights are long companions, the moon a silent witness. Stars look down in pity, but cannot change its fate. It whispers to the pillow, and cries into the dark. People ask, "Are you okay?" And it nods with a practiced lie. No one sees the cracks. No one hears the breaking. The world believes the mask. The heart suffers in truth. It has learned that love can leave, that loyalty can fade, that forever is a fragile word. It has learned that goodbyes often come without warning. This heart has stood in crowded rooms, feeling completely alone. It has laughed with shaking lips, and smiled with tired eyes. It has mastered the language of hiding, and forgotten the language of trust. It dreams of a day without pain, a night without tears, a life without pretending. But dreams feel distant now, like stars behind thick clouds. It listens to sad songs, as if they understand it. It finds comfort in loneliness, because loneliness never lies. It sits with its memories, even when they cut deep. Sometimes it wonders what it did to deserve this ache. Sometimes it blames itself. Sometimes it blames fate. Mostly, it just endures. This heart is tired of hoping, tired of waiting, tired of believing. It is exhausted from being strong, weary from being patient. Yet, it still beats. Softly, painfully, faithfully. Because even in its sadness, even in its brokenness, even in its silence, it has not learned how to stop. The story of this heart is quiet, written in invisible ink. The world may never read it, but the night knows every word. And the tears have memorized every line. The heart walks through days like a ghost, present, yet unseen. It sits among people, yet feels miles away. Its laughter sounds normal, but inside, everything is collapsing. It has learned how to swallow pain, how to hide tears behind blinking eyes. It knows which corners to cry in, which smiles to wear in public. It is an expert in surviving, but a stranger to living. Every memory knocks without warning. Every thought reopens old wounds. It cannot escape the past, because the past lives inside it. Time moves forward, but the heart remains where it was broken. It misses things it can't name, people it can't reach, moments that will never return. It aches for a version of life that no longer exists. It once believed in miracles, once trusted in forever, once thought love was safe. Now it believes in silence, trusts in distance, and knows love can hurt. It has given too much, and received too little. It has waited too long, and been left too often. It has forgiven too easily, and been forgotten too quickly. The nights are heavier than the days, because darkness has no distractions. In the dark, the heart speaks, and the pain answers. In the dark, memories are loud, and regrets are fearless. It replays old conversations, searching for where it went wrong. It studies every goodbye, as if meaning will suddenly appear. But some endings have no explanation, only wounds. It envies people who are carefree, who laugh without effort, who love without fear. It wonders how that feels. To be light, to be free. This heart is afraid of attachment, yet terrified of loneliness. It wants closeness, but expects abandonment. It craves love, but prepares for loss. It is a battlefield of emotions, hope and despair at war. Faith stands weak in one corner, doubt stands strong in the other, and the heart stands in between. Tired of choosing, it talks to itself in silence. Because no one else listens, it answers its own questions. Because no one else understands, It comforts itself in the dark. Because comfort never arrives. It has learned that people change. That feelings fade. That promises break. It has learned that effort is not always returned. And love is not always enough. It carries unfinished stories, unspoken words, and unanswered prayers. Its chest is crowded with emotions. Yet its lips remain quiet. Sometimes it feels invisible. Sometimes it feels replaceable. Sometimes it feels unwanted. It wonders if anyone would notice. If it simply disappeared. Yet it stays. It breathes. It endures. Not because it is strong, but because it has no choice. It watches others move on. While it stands still. It watches others heal. While it keeps bleeding. It watches others forget. While it remembers everything. It wishes it could be heartless. So it wouldn't feel so deeply. It wishes it could be careless. So it wouldn't hurt so much. But it was made to feel. And feeling is its curse. The world sees its smile. But not the effort behind it. The world hears its laugh. But not the pain beneath it. The world believes it is fine. And the heart lets them. Because explaining is exhausting. And being misunderstood hurts more. So it chooses silence. Again and again. This is not a dramatic heart. It does not seek attention. It only seeks peace. And even that feels impossible. It is tired of being brave. Tired of being patient. Tired of being understanding. It wants to be held. Not tested. It wants to be chosen. Not optional. It is tired of waiting for messages. Tired of hoping for calls. Tired of checking empty screens. It is tired of expecting. And tired of being disappointed. It has cried quietly so many times. That even tears feel heavy. It has broken silently so often. That breaking feels normal. It wonders if anyone would stay. If they saw the real damage. If anyone would love it. Without trying to change it. If anyone would choose it. Without being asked. The sad heart does not want perfection. It only wants sincerity. It does not want luxury. It only wants loyalty. It does not want the world. It only wants to matter. And so it continues. In silence. In sadness. In hope that is barely breathing. The heart has learned to expect less. So it won't be disappointed again. It lowers its hopes gently. Like fragile glass placed on stone. It tells itself not to care. Even when it cares too much. It walks through memories like ruins. Touching broken pieces of what once was. Every place has a story. Every story has a wound. Even familiar roads hurt now. Because they remember who walked beside it. It misses the small things. The ordinary moments. The simple laughter. It misses the way love felt safe. Before it became a lesson. This heart has a habit of apologizing. Even when it did nothing wrong. It says sorry for existing. Sorry for feeling. Sorry for needing. It has been taught that its emotions are too heavy for others to carry. It listens more than it speaks. Because speaking leads to being ignored. It gives more than it receives. Because it fears being empty-handed. It loves more than it should. Because it doesn't know how to love halfway. Sometimes it wonders if it is easy to forget. If it is easy to replace. Sometimes it wonders if it was ever important. Or just convenient. It remembers promises made in soft voices. And broken in loud silence. It remembers hands that once held tight. And now don't reach at all. It remembers being chosen. And then being left. The heart feels small in a big world. And lonely in crowded places. It searches for familiar faces. Even when it knows they won't appear. It waits for miracles. Even when it has stopped believing in them. It has conversations that never happened. Goodbyes that were never spoken. Explanations that were never given. Its mind is full of unfinished chapters. And its soul is tired of reading them. It keeps asking, why, in silence. Because no one answers. It keeps hoping for closure. But closure never comes. Some wounds are left open. And the heart learns to live with the bleeding. It has learned that not everyone stays. That not everyone cares. That not everyone is honest. It has learned that effort can be invisible. And love can be unreturned. This heart does not want sympathy. It wants understanding. It does not want attention. It wants presence. It does not want empty words. It wants real ones. It is tired of strong nights. Tired of brave mornings. It is tired of waking up to the same ache, and sleeping with the same thoughts. It has begged silently, prayed quietly, cried endlessly. It has asked the sky for mercy. and the stars for answers. They only watch. It envies those who are loved openly, chosen proudly, held tightly. It wonders what it feels like to be someone's first choice, not an afterthought. It has been there for everyone, but often no one is there for it. It has listened to countless stories, while its own remains unheard. It has healed others, while bleeding itself. The heart is gentle, but the world is not. The heart is soft, but life is hard, and softness in a hard world is a painful thing. It does not hate, even after being hurt. It does not wish harm, even after being broken. It simply withdraws, quietly, slowly, without noise. It builds walls not to keep others out, but to protect what is left inside. It guards its feelings like secrets, because secrets are safer. It hides its tears behind strength, because weakness is judged. It remembers how it used to be, open, trusting, full of light. Now it is cautious, guarded, dim, not because it wants to be, but because it had to become. This heart is not dramatic. It is just wounded. It is not negative. It is just tired. It is not cold. It is just afraid of being hurt again. It wants to rest in someone's care, to sleep without fear, to love without pain. It wants peace. Simple, quiet peace. But peace feels distant, like a dream it once had. Still, it keeps going. Still, it keeps breathing. Still, it keeps hoping, even when hope is weak. Because deep inside, beneath all the sadness, beneath all the scars, there is still a small voice that whispers, maybe one day. The heart carries silence like a burden, heavy, unshared, unseen. It has so much to say, yet nothing feels safe to speak. Words tremble at the edge of its lips, then fall back into quiet. It watches people come and go, like seasons that never ask permission. Some stay for a while, some leave too soon, and some promise forever, but disappear like smoke. The heart has memorized the sound of goodbye, even when no words are spoken. It can feel abandonment before it happens, sense distance before it grows. It prepares for endings, even at beginnings. It has loved people who never understood it, trusted people who never protected it, waited for people who never returned. And still, it loves. Still, it trusts. Still, it waits. Not because it is foolish, but because that is its nature. It does not know how to be anything else. The heart feels deeply in a shallow world, and that is its greatest pain. It gives sincerity where others give convenience, loyalty where others give excuses. It offers its whole self, and receives half-hearted pieces. It gets attached to energy, to kindness, to small gestures. It remembers the way someone looked at it, the way someone spoke to it, the way someone once cared, and those memories become home. It has a soft spot for broken people, because it understands them. It tries to save others, even when it is drowning. It gives light while living in darkness, and warmth while feeling cold. Sometimes it wishes it were less emotional, less sensitive, less intense, because being soft in a rough world is like bleeding without wounds. The heart is tired of almosts, almost relationships, almost love, almost happiness. It wants something real, something certain, something that stays. It is tired of being the only one trying, the only one caring, the only one holding on. It is tired of fighting for people who wouldn't fight for it. It wonders why it is so easy to lose, so easy to forget, so easy to replace. It wonders what it lacks, what it did wrong, what it failed to be. It compares itself in silence, measures its worth in others' attention. It hates doing this, but can't stop. When you are ignored long enough, you start believing you are invisible. The heart talks to the moon at night, because the moon doesn't interrupt. It confesses to the stars, because the stars don't judge. It cries to the darkness, because darkness understands. It has learned to be alone, but not to like it. It has learned to be quiet, but not to be empty. It has learned to survive, but not to feel alive. It misses being someone's priority, being someone's choice, being someone's reason to smile. It misses being important, without having to prove it. It is tired of giving explanations, tired of defending its feelings, tired of justifying its pain. Pain doesn't need permission to exist, yet people always ask why. The heart has carried too much for too long, and now even small things feel heavy. A simple word can hurt. A simple silence can destroy. When you are already broken, Everything cuts deeper. It has loved with no conditions. And been loved with many. It has stayed through storms. And been left in sunshine. It has been loyal in chaos. And abandoned in calm. It no longer expects understanding. It just hopes for kindness. It no longer seeks perfection. It just wants honesty. It no longer dreams of forever. It just wants today to be gentle. It is scared of opening up. Because opening up once cost everything. It is scared of trusting again. Because trust was once betrayed. It is scared of loving again. Because love once destroyed it. Yet, it still feels. Still cares. Still hopes. Still loves. And that is the tragedy of a sad heart. No matter how much it breaks, it never learns how to stop. This heart is not asking for miracles. Not asking for the world. Not asking for perfection. It is only asking for someone who will stay, who will listen, who will understand, someone who won't leave at its worst, won't change at its weakest, won't disappear when it needs them most, someone who will hold its broken pieces, and not complain about the cuts. Because this heart, this silent, tired, wounded heart, is not hard to love. It is just easy to hurt.